I am an admissions officer.
I'm an admissions officer.
I am an assistant director of admissions here at Harvard College.
Today, my colleagues and I will be answering the web's most searched questions about Harvard College.
Do we just go for it? What does Harvard mean?
What does Harvard mean? That's a very philosophical way to start.
Harvard means education, it means inclusivity, it means growth, it means collaboration.
That can mean a lot of different things for different people. I think for me, it means a place of opportunity for people to learn from each other and use the resources that are available at this university to hopefully do better in the world at some point in their lives.
Well, I guess Harvard, the name of the college, is named after John Harvard, who was a really awesome benefactor of Harvard College in its very early days, and that's why we're called Harvard College. So I guess that's what Harvard means.
What is Harvard known for? Oh, Harvard's known for a lot of things. I think Harvard is known for Legally Blonde, but we'd like to have it known for a couple other things. Harvard is known for a lot of famous alums, but I think Harvard is known really for wonderful people, for people who are here to learn and engage and grow in this educational experience together.
What city is Harvard in? That's awesome. So Harvard is actually located in Cambridge, Massachusetts, in the United States. We're really close to Boston, just across the river. So sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, I go to school in Boston, I go to school near Boston.
What does Harvard have to offer? Harvard has a lot of resources available. If you want to do research, there's funding for that. If you want a place where you could just meet a lot of different people from different backgrounds, there's a lot of spots available for that. We also have a fantastic financial aid program where if you do happen to make it into Harvard, we hope that finances won't be a barrier for you coming here. And for any families making under $85,000 a year, there will be no cost to the families for students to attend here.
What Harvard house is best? Oh, this is such an easy question. There are 12 undergraduate houses. At the end of freshman year, Harvard College students will be informed which house they were placed in.
I cannot answer that question. I did not get to come to Harvard, but if you ask any of the students who live here, they will say that their house is the best house.
There's obviously only one good answer, which is Quincy House, the best house.
Cabot House is actually the best house. Don't let anyone try to tell you that Quincy House is the best house.
Do you feel like you have a bias at all in this best house?
Bias? No, completely unrelated, but I am an alum, and coincidence, I was in Quincy House.
I lived in Cabot for 3 years and have really fond memories, I think, of my own undergraduate experience. What do Harvard admissions officers look for? So we're looking for people who are making an impact in their community, in their environment, with the people around them and in their context. We are trying to build a well-rounded class. Not necessarily every human in that class needs to be well-rounded. So we're looking for excellence. Some may be very specific, defined excellence, and other people just may be well-rounded humans who are, really engaged in their community, instead of sort of wondering, oh, what does my Harvard admissions officer want me to see, or what are they looking for? Instead, how can I be the most me, and how can I really do the things that I love doing? And then that impact and that passion and that enthusiasm is going to come through to our office and to our officers.
How many Harvard admissions officers are there? I think there are about 50 admissions officers, and some are also financial aid officers. We have that many officers because we want to make sure that every completed application gets read by a person. And we want to make sure that we have a diverse committee to represent all the different identities of applicants that might be applying to our school.
What do Harvard admissions officers do? We have the exciting job of being able to figure out who will be coming to campus in the fall.
We spend most of our day reading applications. Students get to share who they are and the things that are important to them, but we also hear from teachers and counselors and extra letters on your behalf. We're looking to know the whole person behind the application, not just sort of looking at the facts and the stats and the numbers and the GPAs. We're really looking to try to get a sense of who this person is, who you are in your community, and then think about who you might be in our campus and our community.
Who are the Harvard admissions officers? Well, I'm one of the Harvard admissions officers.
A lot of us were educators, some people were college counselors, and we are all really into finding great people that are going to add to the community here at Harvard. But we really are passionate about the work that we do, and we put in the efforts to find a great class.
People come from a huge variety of backgrounds, locations, even geographically speaking. It's a really diverse group.
Is Harvard worth it? Absolutely. Yeah. It was a really wonderful 4 years in my own experience. I know, especially when you're thinking about worth it in terms of cost of attending, we are really, really lucky with our financial aid that we have to support students.
Harvard does have a big price tag, but for a lot of people, it's cheaper than going to a state school. I think about 90% of families in the US will find it cheaper to attend Harvard than a state or public school.
Is Harvard worth the rest of it? You know, the time, the effort, the energy, the stress, all of that? I think yes, right? It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to push yourself. And you may be uncomfortable and challenged, and that's the point. It's a point of education and a really important piece of why we're here and what we like to do at Harvard.
Is Harvard better than Yale? I would say Princeton's better, but you know.
Did you go to Princeton? Where'd you go?
I went to Princeton.
Okay.
I think before you consider which one is better than the other, think about what you're looking for in your exploration, your college exploration.
I would say Harvard is not necessarily better than Yale. It's just different. It's a different opportunities, different community, different space, different professors. Yes, Harvard is great. Harvard is not necessarily the best university for every single student out there.
Is Harvard a good school? I think Harvard's a great school. This is all very subjective. If it's a good school for you, if you like being in a city like Cambridge, which is so historic and beautiful, if you like being at a place where you'll be walking around campus and you never know who you'll meet, and sometimes you'll talk with someone and be like, oh wow, this is the most normal, like cool person ever, and you'll find out they're actually amazing in some other area that you've never even heard of. If you think that kind of thing makes for a good school, then yeah, I think Harvard is a pretty good school.
Harvard can be a great school. There's a lot of opportunities for you to explore your interests. We have 3,700 courses to choose from. You can go to any of our graduate schools. We've been around for a while, so I like to think that we are a good school.
Is Harvard College the same as Harvard University? Harvard University is the entire university, the big sort of umbrella organization, and Harvard College is just the 4-year bachelor's degree granting part of the university. Harvard College is sort of a medium-sized college with about 6,600 undergraduates total. We have many, many more thousands of graduate students and graduate professors and opportunities beyond this that are housed within Harvard University, and all of our undergraduates are available to take advantage of those opportunities.
How good is Harvard College? So this answer depends on you. Harvard is a medium-sized liberal arts school right outside a big city. The median class size is about 12 students. So you might find that this is a lot more intimate space than you would have at a state school. As you're exploring your college options, it's good to kind of think about what space would be comfortable for you.
How to get into Harvard College? The $1 million question. There's no one else who is exactly like you. And so that means your path to get into Harvard College will look very different from the person next to you or me or someone else. The best thing you can do is find out what you really, really, really are passionate about and go 150% after that.
Definitely first step to how to get into Harvard College is to apply. So write about the things that you love, write about the things that are important to you, have teachers who know you really well write those letters of recommendation for you. All you can do is put your best foot forward, highlight the things that are important to you throughout your application process, and your love of all of those things, your enthusiasm, your influence, your impact.
I will say the main thing you should do is be academically prepared, and we determine that by seeing your courses you take during high school. We like seeing you challenging yourself, and we understand that not every high school has AP programs or IB programs or offer honors classes, but we want you to challenge yourself in whatever context is available to you. And of course, we look for people who are nice. We really want to build this community of young people who are going to learn from each other to be leaders in the world or in their communities.
How old is Harvard College? Harvard College was founded in 1636, or America's oldest college, but we were renamed in 1638 after John Harvard left much of his library and personal estate to the college. So Harvard has been around since 1636/1638.
How much is Harvard College? If you Google this, you probably don't like the number that comes up, there's a very good chance that's maybe not what you'll end up paying. Luckily, we have a wonderful financial aid program. I would really encourage you to check out our website, especially the net price calculator. It'll tell you sort of what's a ballpark idea of what you might be paying to come to Harvard College.
An important thing to know is that the majority of our students are on financial aid, and we don't package loans in those scholarships. So we are giving about over $200 million in undergraduate financial aid each year. We're need blind in the application process, and we're totally need-based. So we don't offer merit scholarships, we don't offer athletic scholarships, we just offer need-based financial aid. 1 in 4 students pay nothing to attend Harvard College, and we have the exact same aid regardless of citizenship. So if you're an international student, if you're a US student, we're 100% committed to meeting your family's demonstrated need when it comes to affording the cost of attending college.
I think that's all of our questions for today.
Thanks so much for watching.
If you have more questions about Harvard and the admissions process, feel free to check out our website, college.harvard.edu.